Hi again from Holly Auctions. This is Karen, and there's two more things I wanted to show you that are in tomorrow night's auction. It's soft close, begins at 7 o'clock. I skipped this one the first time around. What do you suppose this is? It's something that you put on your belt. And it must be something inside there needs to breathe. And it must be, you need something like this to go with it. It's a belt loop bait box, complete with some fish hooks. No extra charge for just a tiny bit of rust on the fish hooks. The other thing I wanted to show you is a quilt. And this one is pretty old. There are 5 quilts, I think, in the auction. None of them are new. All of them are a bit worn. They have been in an attic, a dry attic, for I don't know how many years. But quilts make me cry, so I had to do this. A quilt is the stories that are in it. You might remember just exactly what you were wearing when Aunt Alice made you an outfit out of this fabric, and you might have been having a little argument with your brother who was wearing, well, maybe something like that. A lot of these fabrics came from, not all of them here, but some of them came from seed sack, and they would go to great lengths to have different patterns every year. One of these, I think, might well have been on a seed sack. A lot of them were sort of made with children in mind. But this quilt says to me that it's sewing scraps. It's not all tidy little triangles and squares and circles, but kind of random pieces. And they made patterns out of those. They made up their own patterns. But what's especially interesting about this quilt is the back of it. And on the back, this is feed sack, complete with the advertising on the front of it. Very carefully stitched. And I hope I can find it quickly. There's a spot here. I think that this yellow color is part of the design that was on the feed sack. But there's another spot where somebody found a hole and very carefully stitched a mend in that hole. I found 2 of them, but this is how you made it. And you use the packaging that things came in, and you use the scraps that were left over from sewing. Anyway, come and enjoy our auction. It closes tomorrow night, Wednesday, September 30th. If you go to Hawley, Hawley, auctions.com, that will give you the link to the catalog. If you have, by any chance, bid on something, people have been bidding on things, be sure to tune in about 10 minutes before that item is due to close, because a lot of people watch at closing, and you want to make sure that if you really are interested in it, somebody can put in a bid and it extends another 3 minutes And you got another 3 minutes to decide whether you want to let it go or put in another bid. And it's kind of interesting to watch how things change at the very last minute. So good night from Holly Auctions.